Oh, yeah. So the epiphany was, as you can imagine, oh no, that was a big deal. And that was after, this is 99, 2000, is where we're at now. That was the epiphany after almost 10 years of this. And I'm not going to go here yet about how bad, because if I start telling stories, you'll be, well, you're just blaming everything on someone, and that you're drinking because of her. And so if I start telling some stories now, that it'll make it sound like I'm passing blame on others. So I have to give a little bit more foundation to why this got like it did. The reason it got like this was because I made that commitment or tried to with a person. At some point you gotta ask, why were you that happy? And then, was that genuine happiness? And the answer, yeah, I was happy. But I was also drinking somewhat recklessly. I had an abnormal amount of wine, but I drank alone. And that's why we have to address why, I was happy alone, because I had my own little world of cartooning and drawing at night, and then CTL during the day, and that was it. And I think that's where I should have left off. I should have never got someone else involved. But we're not making that conclusion yet. That's a hypothesis. Should I have ever pursued another person to share life with? That, okay, let's just go with that. I wanted to do that, but so I had one goal: spend life with another person. That's it. I didn't have that before Laura, but after Laura, that was purely the only thing. I just said, I want to meet someone, and I don't want to be as miserable as what happened here. That's the only thing that kept me going, is just meeting that person. And so I'm thinking God's going to put people in my place, and that's what I thought Jill was. Jill was that person, but for me to be remotely a candidate for someone like her to pay attention to, I had to build up a lot of cred to, be worthy of being in the same room with her. She was nice to me at a toga party, and I mean afterwards and stuff like that, but to give serious, consideration, I gotta go back to the drawing board on way too many different little categories. And again, I'm trying to kind of get a little bit more of the depth of what she represented, and that it wasn't just, a guy ogling a beautiful girl and just say, her. No, there's something deeper, and I don't want to say spiritual, because I don't believe soulmates and all that other nonsense. I think you make do with what, is put around you, and you know if it's right or not. And with her, I know it's right for me, but it would have been a disaster for her. And I know it would have been a disaster no matter what, when, along the line, because it just never would have been right. But she should have asked me out, and then we wouldn't have even had this conversation. Because, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You can't just be a schlock and come up to and be something that they give you a time of day. Okay, that last part probably didn't come out right. I might have to edit or change that, but I'm just doing a 2-minute update because I don't know if anyone even knows what this is yet. But, I mean, real quick, it's just life from 1960 to current, and these are all the times. These are when I rated my life as being, 1, 2, 3, 4, scale 5. Darker the dark times when I was a little kid. Then I had a brief moment after college of good period. Then I went through a bad period, then a good period, then a bad period. And then this was a key point that we're trying to address. But the thing is, I've surpassed that now. This is where I am now. But I have so much less than any of this. No friends, no fellowship, but it's like, what's going on? So I'm just trying to justify, and on this, the blue line is the knee surgeries. Each of those are a little knee surgery. The red are the back surgeries, which are 5. The neck are the neck surgeries, they're green. So all those that, how can I be so happy or down? Is it because of knees? No. Was it because of back? Well, for a little bit, yeah. Anyway, that's what all this is. And that's the little explosion of anticipation, fall apart. You know, the plan didn't work out. Why didn't those work out? Why were things good? And then I made the decisions to ruin. God put good things in front of me, I ruined them. God put good things, and, you know, that's what we're analyzing to make sure we're on the same page of why are we like here and there's no explosion going on? Because, I mean, at face value, my health ain't real good, and so, you know, but I'm here. And, you know, kind of not exaggerating, but, you know, anything above a 4, oh my God, if you get a couple 4s in your life, I mean, my moment, that bear hug at DFW, there's not a scale on here that can record that. Okay, that's getting goofy. And then real quick, that this was when Laura died, and then Purdue, that's Purdue. And then that was at Marathon. And then I don't remember. But we're up to 90. Oh, with Carolyn, I think. I don't know. But that's my back when it blew up. That was bad. I knew things were over at CTL when that happened. I can deal with the knees. Oh, the back. No. Lifting, sitting. I got to the point where I had to sit in a chair, like leaning off to a side. That's what ruined my neck, because I couldn't sit upright. So I had to lean over, so I was kind of keeled over like a boat. And because of I'm keeled over and kept my head straight up, I'm not one of those lean to the side and contemplate, but I keep my head straight up, and then I got that big crick in my neck. Oh, let's just do that real quick. So this is how my neck is now. I've got a small S-curve going on because I kept leaning to my right in the chair. So the old foot bone's connected to the leg bone, and leg bone, hip bone. It started at the knees and it's working its way up. It doesn't have much further to go, but I just kind of threw that line in to show how kind of askew everything is, because that's the plate in my neck. They had to go in through my neck. Well, not my mouth, but look at that. Steel chiseled Nordic feature? Yeah, sorry, they've seen the other pictures. Don't even try. They don't have the pointy ear, though. You can't see that. See, their hair. The hair is so hardened, there's probably calcium deposits in my hair, because you can't see it. You can't see anything above here. My hair's all covered. Anyway, what is that? Okay, all you Mandela people out there with all the skull changes, I'm with you 100%. What is going on with this skull? I used to tell people, I don't have any cavities. Okay, what'd you do? Just non-aluminum foil for a couple of years? Anyway, look at that. The reptilian in my side of the family? God. But anyway, that's what's going on there. But yeah, there are different holes in the head, and I don't know what's going on. Here are my wisdom teeth that they were supposed to take out, but oh, do I have another one any further? Oh, I gotta show you. See my teeth? My front teeth are way over here. And that was with 4 teeth removed. They're right here. Maybe a little exaggeration, but oh, my wisdom teeth are coming in sideways, and it's just like, oh, we don't have enough room. This guy should have had a beak or something to get all the teeth that God gave me in. You know, can I change that? No. We're made in His image. Let that sink in. His image. So how we look is what He wants us to look like. And then when we eat Cheetos and garbage, we look like we should, because we're destroying His little temple. So, okay, let's just do this. All right, we're just going to bulldoze through this little setup I had 2 years ago that I never got to. So, So the whole point was I wanted to find one person, share life with. I don't care if I paint fences. I don't care if I climb buildings. I don't care. I want to be happy with what I do. But if I'm selling posters, if I'm, whatever, I just want to have someone there that's on the same team. And sure enough, that was the only little carrot I put in front of me, was find that person. And I didn't go around to bars or anything like that. It was, no. I've never been to a bar by myself except for the time before the DUI on the way to homecoming. I gotta remember if I told all that, but I'm sure it is. Because I've taped over stuff. Anyway, so Jill was kind of that thing. So I didn't date, I didn't do any of that because I thought I'm not good enough for someone like Jill. Whether it's Jill or whether it's someone else. I have to be good enough for that type of person. Had I met someone, the gal at the children's hospital, if she turned out to be a good fix, that'd be great. I wouldn't think about Jill. But I'd be at least a better person on the way up to be a stature of Jill. Or someone of that stature. So, put that into perspective that I'm trying to, okay, we can't keep looking at. And so, okay, maybe I should have reviewed this. Anyway, I've got them on the side. I can see some. But, take this seriously. So, I just wanted to find that right person. And I felt like this. That's where I was going with this. This is what I felt like I was. That, I don't know what the analogy was, but love is blind is what the caption. So it's like, I didn't know, but I had to find, and this is kind of weird. So that, I didn't realize that, that's looming over my shoulder. Don't forget, I'm going to fall apart, and then I'm going to pass the baton up to this area, and they're going to say, I don't want to deal with it, you deal with it. Let's get Necky. He'll deteriorate anything, so the neck deteriorates. So, anyway. But, so yeah, it was like, find one person, but I was this guy. Maybe not on the outside, but I felt like I was that guy going up, hey, Joe, want to play racquetball? She'd look at me and go, sure. But she wouldn't see, but it's like, this is a guy that you just want to play racquetball with and sharpen up your racquetball skills, but anything more than that, probably not. So that's where I was going with this. So then it's like, okay, I'll clean up my act a little. I started shaving when I was 30, in my early 30s. And I'm waiting for the day it looks this good. Anyway, we don't need to belabor this. But it's just like, that's the way I was. That's what I was. That's what I felt like. And would you, Joe, hey, would you want to go? No, but thank you. You're being a nice guy. But it's like, no. And then, you try and I'll get the haircut. I'll start looking good. And it's like, no, because I'm still uncomfortable. I probably looked like that and felt like that. So all I'm saying is my importance was, okay, I can keep myself happy with the drawing and writing and illustrating and all that. But then CTL came along, and that was the job. That was a job where I could sustain life and work during the day and then do all the artsy-fartsy stuff at night. When my body finally fell apart, I would be with someone, have all the drawings and illustrations and the posters all lined up, ready to go. Like a big reservoir of potential. And that's what happened. I had all these cartoons, and we'll get to those, but that's why it was all, above 4. Oh, I'm getting the thick tongue. My F's and my S's are getting sloppy. So yeah, it's just putting it in perspective of my importance in life. But then it started when all of a sudden I had CTL, and then the drawing stuff, and then it's like, okay, now you're 28 years old. And, maybe a hormone dropped, and, another one was on cyber stun, and it started coming out of its phase. And so you start, those things start kind of like, And then I get the gumption, I'm ready to date. And that's what God saw. God said, you're not ready to date. You think you are. I said, no, love's blind. They'll find me. I'll be Mr. Potential. Mr. Potentially Right. And for those of you who get married, you're potentially never right and you're always wrong. So, and so yeah. So I guess that was my thought of the day I was ready, but God said, no, you're not ready. Look, dude. And God said, dude. Not that I heard him say it, but I can imagine. He said, you're going to go out and you're going to make a total idiot of yourself if you think you're ready to date because you've got so many issues you haven't dealt with. Maybe you worked at a children's hospital and you think you got death conquered and all that. Nah, you don't. You still don't have it figured out. You just don't get all emotional and weepy when Lord's name is mentioned. That's all you've got figured out. Someone close to you dies now, you're back in the tank, buddy. So I thought I was ready, and this is where God said, no, you got to do other things. And I was like, I'm ready to date. I'm ready to date. And God goes, no. Remember this that you haven't experienced yet? This is where you need to be. Had I done this, and we'll just call this what it is, this is scripture and understanding things a little bit more. Had I done this, that's all God wanted me to do. Then we can see about Jill. Then we can see about all these other people. But until you do this, don't even think about it. But do I listen? No, because I'm Brian. I'm the Irish guy. I'm that guy. And because I know I'm going to insert a picture I want to get, and I don't want to bounce around for it. But I'm that guy. And God knows it. So where was so I'm that guy, but I think I can go date now. Now I'm going a little bit off script. No, I can't, because I can't. Not that there's a script, but I wanted to at least get through one thing. So I started dating and I was like this. And this gets back to God makes us in his image. And you like your hair the certain way. Well, he likes it a certain way, and you just do what he thinks. You think you're doing it for yourself? No. Because this guy thought this was a good idea. And God said, no, you know what? I'm going to do this and make you think it looks good. Every single person has a senior year picture that they thought they were the coolest in the world, and 5 years later, they're regretting it. So that's God saying, I want you to, because this is how God's going, this is how I see you, dude. And if you think you're not kind of a silly person right now, but this guy's thinking, I'm the bee's knees, if that were a phrase that we could be saying today. And I don't know, this is an actor. He's a goofball. He's a couple good movies. But that's what I'm talking about. God, we're made in his image. So what you think is looking good, if you're one of these gals that think I need to have bigger elbows and you do artificial elbow implants, then that's God saying, bring it, or, then the bad guy is making you do it. One way or another, you're in his image. Either God's letting the bad guy have his way, or he's making you think the way he wants you to think. So don't think it doesn't work a different way. So all this, I look good, miss, whatever you call this look. This didn't catch on for very long from what I remember. I might have been in grad school, so there could have been more people, but holy smoke. What is that? You jump up in a ceiling fan, get all knotted up, and this is the part that you had to tack on later? I don't know, but this person thought that this was good. And, okay, I'll take a survey. How many people think that's good? I don't see any hands. Okay, guys, people, I'm not that off. Just having fun. And, so, I love this saying. How can you not love that saying? But then that's me. That's me. Is I'll look like this, and I'll look like this, but I will, and what am I going to do is attract someone, and actually she's cute, so, maybe that was where I was going with it, where I could find someone and I ended up dead. That's Jane. Because she whatever that said, will you marry me, I heart the guy that says, will you marry me? That was mean, but that's true. And I can say that. It's my testimony, and I can say what I want. So, if not, I'll take my football and go home and play in the other yard. But I don't know where I'm going with these. It's like, you gotta laugh at some of these. They're just kind of, I love you, honey, you're my child, but, there are a couple other ones that we don't want put. I don't know what I meant with that. Mom's stunned by what she finds. But this is my whole thing on, you're put in God's image. So God wants you to think, I need this, I need this. I have no problem going out in public with all this going on. The little midriff thing going on. Light blue. Light blue makes you look a little chunky, dude. But maybe it's the plaid. It's the plaid or the light blue. But this is his image. Don't you get it? You're in his image. Whether it's Satan doing it to you and you're going along with it and don't know you're the butt of the joke. And Jill was Jill because it was his image. Oh, I hope people get that. Oh, my second favorite saying is coming up, I think. No, this is kind of funny because how many people do that? I think I'm this way, but in reality, I'm a different way. I don't know what the... Oh, in reality, this guy tacked on some extra weights. And so anyway, that's a lot of people do that. It's like, I think I'm this way and not that way. So we'll just roll with this. This is my second favorite. When I'm trying to control my snort was when I go with a real deep thing, because I know a snort's coming on. It's like, oh no, bring in the double voice. Ha, ha, ha. Where was that when I was Santa Claus? Anyway. But yeah, how funny is that? But I don't know what the deal, if this was a joke, but moving on. I don't know. But, I don't know. I want to get, we're in his image. Flotation. How can, oh my God. And I know this is true. This is true. And I'm not going to do it, but yeah. Fully clothed, and I don't know what it is. They're just some cultures that I don't even care. This guy, see, that's what I love about this guy. I love this guy because there's no way, but this guy is so secure with himself. I love these people because this guy doesn't care. You can kind of tell he's smiling, so I don't know if it was set up or not. But this guy said, I don't care what other people think. I'm more worried about drowning than what other people think about me. And then this poor gal, this is sincere. Because she's got the white knuckle death grip on his elbow. And he's probably like, it's my funny bone. Let go, woman. But oh yeah, cover everything up because they hear the sun's going to give us skin. No, it won't. You're made for melanoma. Oh, I don't know if that came out right, but your skin's, you need vitamin D, people. Oh, jeez. Oh, and then Springsteen's playing Santa Claus right now. Oh, it's so good right now. But anyway, so I love this guy because he's like, I'm not afraid of the world. What's going on? What they think. I'm more worried about God's temple, and keeping it alive than anything else. So, you people are my heroes of the day. And this guy isn't, because somehow it's like, Let's get that little cheesy beard and just straighten it up a little to get a little bit more. You know this guy's serious about it. He's like, check it out, man. I got a new thing going on. And this guy I would give anything for this. I don't have that. I can't even grow a sideburn to this day. They're probably supermodels that shave before a photo shoot that have more hair than I do. And I'm not... Irish is Irish, but there's an Irish of no hair. And it's not like I've been in a nuke accident or something. By miles well I've been. And you know how devastating that is? I'm thinking like, I'm just going nowhere where I wanted to do, but man, when everyone else is dipping their hand into the hormone jar and I'm not, and nothing's changing and voices are still... And everyone else, Clay Nessler is William Faulkner. You know, his hormones are kicking in, so am I? In fact, Clay Nessler was one of the hairiest guys I've ever seen. Of all the other sixth graders that were hairy, shaving, he was by far the hairiest. But then, gym class and then the shorts, and then it's like, oh man, I never had that. But at this point, I didn't have this until probably 2 weeks ago. Okay, now I'm doing shtick. I don't want to do shtick. But, I mean, you get the idea. Okay. But, yeah, I mean, to go through, everyone else going through puberty and nothing kicks in for you for at least 9 months, 14, 16 months before things kick in. Then I get the growth spurt when everyone else is done oohing and aahing on their body changes. Then it's like, let's look at Stayskull because we already went through that and we get to, make fun of him because we're out of that little nightmare called junior high puberty. Oh, God. Then carry a cello and don't play baseball and wear braces. Oh, geez. I'm surprised. Like I said, I'm surprised I didn't beat myself up more often. Okay, I've got some good ones coming up. But this was like, okay, that's creative. That's creative. You gotta give the person credit. But why would you have a shirt like that to begin with? Anyway, maybe for that occasion. But the point being was, you just want to be right for one person. I got pause. Hold on. So point being... I mean, okay, so the guy did a little funny thing. Oh, God, look at this. That's not exactly how I looked, but when I had the cast on the 4 summers after in college, that when I took the cast off, yeah, because little Tan Brian was like this, working on furniture and restoring stuff, but you took my cast off, and yeah, and so then you had a permanent tan for a while because I had the summer surgeries. So, I had to have the brace on, and then midsummer, am I going to go out with, tan? I looked like a barbershop pole. I wish I could find that. I mean, not a barbershop, but someone that's just tan, white, and that's the way I was. And I was too ashamed to go out in public with that. Because the tan, that's how insecure I was. And, I had the pink scar that looked like a worm. Because there were big scars in the 80s. They just went in and out hauled. It was like changing an engine on the USS Missouri. They just cut through 4-inch thick plate and just put in a new neat or whatever. But, surgery-wise, they act you good back then. Little thing on the front, if that was the front, it does a little S around the kneecap and then up underneath, and you get the screw. Well, we can see that later. But that's how and I was too insecure to wear shorts for the rest of the summer. Because it was, anyway. So again, the point being, I just wanted to meet one person. That's all I want. They became, that person, whether it be Jill or anyone, became the imaginary, I don't want to say lover, that's stupid, but imaginary person to share in life with. And I didn't care, okay, this one's set up, but Okay, ha ha ha, find that person. I don't care how old I am. Oh, God, I can throw up now. Oh, something came up. Oh, I gotta delete that. No, 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 we're not going to do that again. Oh, oh yeah, that was uncalled for. But okay, going back to in the image, and so this guy thinks, okay, I'm going to get whatever, but you think that's you doing it? No, 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 no. You don't realize how under control you are. And you start marking yourself up like that, guess who's running your life, dude? Guess who's running your life? Because God wouldn't do that. You don't pierce, you don't tattoo. If you have, you go, oops, what was I thinking? And then you change. Then, if this guy did the little repent thing and said, oops, I'm sorry, I feel stupid. Okay, then we can laugh. Then you can go around and say, yeah, I was one night, I thought this was a good idea, and this probably has some meaning, but this guy had to get all this on here and tattoo, and look at how he's still red from all this drill going through to ink this up. And does he look happy? Does he like, oh, that was a good idea? But you think this God's going to let you do this? No. No, 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 no. You think God's going to let you do that? Oh, see, I'm getting like, I should not have shown that picture of that couple. Oh, my God. Oh. But this guy is like, yeah, okay. But he's got clear eyes. What's all that? I mean, you don't expect someone with clear eyes to make that decision. Don't be judgmental. Okay, I'm not. All right. But what's this? A little grommet? If I were mean, I'd just come up behind him. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. But, to make clothesline jokes come through here. Anyway. But, it's just, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. But, the what were you thinking category? There were one of these where they had the Asian people and then American words, but they didn't know what the American words were. Chinese spirit of the random. Oh yeah, okay, so it's this one. That's a perfect example of how I took tests. I would immediately go to what I know and not read the question. That was good. That was a good one. And that was a perfect example of what I did, because it's like, oh yeah, I remember they're Asians, and because immediately I'm judgmental. That's probably an Asian, and I don't even read this. Don't even read that. I might have read that, but oh yeah, I remember that story about the Asians that would get these tattoos that they wouldn't know the word. Yeah, brainiac. But that's how I'd take an exam. I'd go, pre-stressing strands, I know how to do that. Go through it, and then I'll put up the little thing, and I'd say time, because when I wrote time was when I figured out, oh, they gave us pre-stressing strands. Oh, this whole thing was about the, Chinese person. That's racist. You shouldn't say Chinese. You don't know she's Chinese. It could be South Korean, South Chinese. But, so, I mean, that was a perfect example of how I jump. Anyway. Then this. That just looked funny. But yeah, what is going on? I don't know. I'm not doing those. This is where I wanted to go. Come on, Wayne County, that's here. That's Michigan. Oh, did I say I was born outside Detroit? Probably haven't. I haven't even given much background to the adoption stuff. Well, I don't know that much. But yeah, I was born outside Detroit. Apparently in Lincoln. Apparently I was born. I don't know where he had it. I'm doing diagnostic tests. But, yeah, outside Detroit. And, Canadian mother. Professor. Well, I've said that a few times. But mother was a student at Michigan State. Father was a professor. And supposedly like a home ec type class, not shop. But it should have been shop because of all the home renovation work I do. But it was probably a shop, and I didn't want to do the sewing thing because it wasn't cool. But yeah, so that's the natural heritage. But they're Irish, or allegedly, and I heard this once, but it stuck, so I don't know if it's true. But I think Carolyn one time said that my birth name, meaning it came from Professor so-and-so or student so-and-so, that my name was Stephen Benetow, because the other scraps of heritage in me is Scottish and French. So that made sense with the Benetow. So she could have been Benetow, and then he was an Irish thug, probably a drunk. She'd say, you know, and professor, and with a student. And so that's where the little monkey business came in. And so I guess she was part French. French-Canadian makes sense. But I guess my name was Steve Benetow. And then I meet Steve at Texas Children's Hospital. Was that fate? Destiny? Prophecy? What was it? You tell me. I don't know. I'm just throwing out data. Then, so yeah, this was... So Walmart is like a glue. So God can kind of like, all right, there are too many people I can't handle that are in my image. So he creates Walmart so they at least get together. Some of these were funny. I don't know why, but I kept it. So back to school with knives. That's not funny anymore. So when I got it, it was probably funny, but we've had some school incidences since then. Anyway, we're sick world. But there's a kid in here, I think. Yeah. But it's like, what are you thinking? But God has to regroup because he gets overwhelmed with, everyone here on Planet Stupid, including me, that we're all running around. He creates Walmart so at least he can collect his thoughts. Not that he needs to, but it's just, you get over. He's probably telling the crew of angels, okay, now, when, these are the people I need you to work on. And it's like, I'm going to get them over to Walmart because something, knives are on sale and we can get you to Walmart and work on. So yeah, he can handle anything. This is just for the team that has to come down and get people straightened out. Because don't think that doesn't happen. Oh, you people, you got to wake up. Oh my gosh, you got a lot to do. If you haven't, you have, good for you. Then I'm just rambling and you've already, you're like, there's no guy yak and Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm there. I don't need all this. But this is Walmart, so God just collects everyone. I want you in my image so I can keep an eye on you. I want you in my image so I can keep an eye on you. I'm not going to keep saying that, but what are you thinking? Well, that's the kids. But you know what? The parent, like you don't know that you're loading this thing down, your food's loading it down. You don't think you're going to notice a little kid wearing down the batteries. You know the kid's there and you're not doing anything. You schmuck. That's my word, is schmuck. Oh, what are you thinking? It's like this guy chickened out with a face thing. It's like, doot, doot. That was a Seinfeld with the dot and the tattoo, but doot, ow! 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 Quit it! I'll just shave my head and keep this, but I'm not doing the tattoo thing. Then he probably was like, that was the best decision ever, because, that was should never gotten the tattoo, because he'll make fun of me. Good job. What else? In his image. Oh, what is, no. Oh, something came up. Oh. I don't. Oh, come on, people. They didn't need it. They just get this thing where, now I'm empowered. I'm empowered, and I'm entitled to be empowered. Oh, yeah, it's okay. That could have been Halloween, so that's you can't fault her. That's culture. You can't do that. You can't do that. It's culture. That's not culture. Nah. Well, it is if you like beverage. That's the culture. So this was oddly, the funny wedding things. That almost looks like she put on her sunscreen a little bit too thick. I want to meet the right guy at the wedding this weekend. I'm going to get tan all for him. and maybe get a little Botox before I go. Yeah, baby. But, and so, when you're with the people you should be with. And I hope that's a good story there, because they all look sweet. Don't they look sweet? They look sweet. Sweet people. And then there's other sweet people. But they're rocking out the way they usually do. They are. But in his image. So all the point is to be in his image. And she's got the little... That's like the gal from Drew Carey's show. She was funny, but I don't know what happened to her. That almost looks like Drew Carey. But, they went out of their way for this swag. Holy, they wanted to get the right orange thing going on. And all of you people, orange, let's go do the gematria on orange and see if this guy's sending his crude secret messages. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I said orange and go lose your mind from gematria. I tried the gematria thing to see if there's something there, to see if there's a there. Seriously, that's the way I'd say it. Because if there's nothing there, then you just toss it. But then you get these gematrias, and you've got the Jewish gematria, and the English, and the Old American, and you've got like 50 different gematria equations. So every number can mean something under one of those different categories. So, booger. Oh my God, that's a Masonic thing, meaning, well, because it's 66. I can't say it. You put any word in, you're going to get a number. So the gematria thing, there's something there, but after a point, you can't figure it out. Unless, I don't know. Now, that would look like round one of high school weddings. We all looked like this. Not we as I got married, but I was in Craig's wedding. Who else? I've only been in five weddings. My brother's. Mine doesn't count, because that'd be two. but Matt, no, I'm not going to say it. But anyway. But yeah, it's the same couple. It was like, there's something good about them. But look at the crowd. There's, well, girl, you're probably cute. Just run away. Oh my God, run away. But then come back, because they're family, probably. Anyway, so yeah, I do the sheet sign. Some other people do come up with their own. But, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. Oh my gosh, and I'm out. I'm at the end. But that's okay. So this whole segment was in his image. So what you think you're cool? No, that's him getting you to choose sides. So he didn't want you to look like this. I don't think. Well, maybe he does. I don't know. They're pretty great people. I'm sorry, people. I love you. I think. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll let it go. I'll be back.